Alright, my husband's putting up some shelves in the bedroom. We changed it all around because I was getting like, I'm still like in the first trimester, but I'm already having like the hurry, get things ready for babies. If you haven't seen any of my previous videos, I recommend watching the ones below. I'll link them in the comments. But we're expecting twins and we are so excited. I'm only 12 weeks, so this is my 12-week update. I got to see my midwife today, and man, I tell you what, like, things are always exciting there, and they always take a turn. I want to say it for the worse because things could be so much worse, and I'm such an optimist. Like, I'm always thinking things could be much worse, but it's just so hard. Pregnancy is such a weird, like, little game, because I feel like, me personally, I always feel a little bit like I'm losing my mind when I'm pregnant. Like, sorry, like, I know I have 2 babies in me, but it's like I see them on the ultrasound, I'm like, wow, that's incredible. And then I leave and I'm like, how do I know there are 2 babies? Like, how do I know they're still there? How do I know they're still both healthy? And it's like, it's just like a trust game of like knowing what will be, and there's nothing I can do. Like, there's not a single thing I can do. I can be my healthiest and all that, and it's gonna be the way it is. Oh, it's so beautiful out. I love when it's days like this outside. So we go to my midwife, and she was telling me I've been doing a lot of thinking about this twin pregnancy, which she told me, you know, she felt, trying to get the sun out, felt 100% comfortable delivering these babies. She's done these programs, like, because sometimes the babies, with twins especially, one can come out breech. So she's done something called Breech Without Borders, so she knows all about delivering breech babies. She's super comfortable with it, which is hard to find, I think, just in general. That's a huge plus, because I know a lot of doctors, like, if both babies are head down, they won't even consider it. It'll be a C-section automatically. So she's so comfortable with this. But she was telling me, you know, I've been thinking a lot about this, and mostly because I'm pregnant myself, which is wonderful. Like, I was so excited for her, and I'm like, congratulations, that's exciting. And she's like, yep, and I'm due a month after you. And I'm like, okay, exciting, good for you. So she starts talking about the babies, you know, twins come faster, twins come a lot faster, and she's an hour and a half away from me, which is a drive, but the quickest labor and delivery I've ever had is about between 6 and 8 hours. I can't tell you which one it is. I'm not good with numbers. I'm not good with remembering things like that. And so she tells me, she said, they come faster, so I don't know that I'm comfortable with you being so far away, because last time I almost killed myself getting to you quickly. And I was like, well, that's really hard, because I told you that I was in labor at like 1 o'clock in the morning, and I have my baby until 5:30 at night, so it was more than 12 hours of labor. So we kind of like went back and forth on that, because I wasn't really convinced that was a quick labor, because it wasn't. I was breathing through the contractions. They hurt like the dickens, and that's not, I don't know. I personally, someone who's had 5 babies, I wouldn't call that prodromal labor. I would call prodromal labor like having all these contractions and then it stopping, at least for a day. But they didn't stop. They kept coming, and eventually they increased, and eventually I had the baby. So anyways, that wasn't prodromal labor to me. I don't know. I'm not a professional. I'm really not. So maybe, I don't know. So I'm just feeling weird about this, because she tells me, you know. So what I'm thinking is there's someone nearby me who rents out Airbnbs, and I'm thinking maybe that you could rent one of those out from 35 weeks on. And that way you'd be, you know, like 15 minutes away from me. And oh man, Kristy, like normal Kristy, would be like, oh, adventure time, we are doing this. Like, I would love that. But listen, 5 kids in a new home for about a month, okay? You're gonna get them in a new sleep situation. They're gonna have to learn. I'm trying so hard, guys. Much better. All right, so 5 babies, they're gonna have to get in a new sleep situation. They're gonna have to learn to sleep on their own, like, again, because all my kids sleep independently in their own beds, which I'm very pleased with. Like, they do so well, and it's just the way our family is. So I would have to teach all these children to sleep on their own in a new strange place. I would be 35 weeks pregnant with twins, which is stressful in itself. So she's like, I'm just thinking more about this, because I'm also pregnant with twins. So at this point, we aren't so sure what to do next. Because if we stay in this house, this rental, we have 3 dogs, a cat, chickens, so we would have to pay our mortgage, we'd have to pay for a rental house, we'd have to pay someone to either watch our animals or send our animals off somewhere, because we can't bring them with us. In late 3rd trimester pregnancy with twins. And that's so not ideal. We're gonna see how it goes and kind of feel it out. So I'm like one of those super annoying, I gotta make a video. Super annoying, like optimistic person. So I'm like, it could be so much worse than this. But I guess, okay, so our options are gonna be somehow still get to have a home birth here, which is what I want, of course. Or find a friendly doctor who will allow us to have a VBAC, which is funny because they're always considered a VBAC forever after you have a C-section. I've had 4 births since my C-section, vaginally, naturally. And it's just not necessarily enough for some doctors. Or we might have to see about getting a different midwife, but right now we would love to be able to use this lady. But also, like I said, I'm a super optimist. I feel like God is going to push us in the direction that we have to go, and you know, we kind of have to go with God's plan and know that his will is better than anything that we could plan. Like, I don't know, if I go to the hospital, maybe there's someone I'm supposed to meet and talk to. Maybe something is gonna go wrong with the babies and I'll be in a hospital setting and it'll be perfect. I know that so many people say, like, it's just not safe having a home birth, and you know, you just got to start looking into the statistics if you believe that, because that's not always true. You know, I had my first in a hospital and so many things went wrong that shouldn't have, and I was in the care of medical professionals. So but anyways, I just really wanted to update y'all. The babies, I'm technically 12 weeks, and the babies are measuring 12 weeks 5 days, so they are big, they are happy, and I am so excited. She put the ultrasound wand on the babies, and immediately you see like the top of one baby's head, and it like put both its hands up and was like wiggling around, and it was just, I was like, oh, it's so cute. So I'm trying to get the videos from her so I can show y'all. Heartbeat sounded great. Just everything I could have imagined is perfect. And you know, little wrench gets thrown in there and it's like, it feels like the end of the world. But like I said, I have a friend who's going through something where she could possibly need a C-section. She could possibly, you know, lose her baby or die herself. Like, very scary things where I'm like, boo-hoo, I don't get to have a home birth. You know, at the end of the day, the very, very end of the day, safe, healthy babies is what I want. And yes, I will be sad if I can't have a home birth, but you know, not everything can ever go as we plan. And I think it all just depends on how we accept things and how our attitude is towards them, and being a good example for, you know, our children, and not throwing a little hissy fit when we don't get what we want. But we're just gonna take, you know, appointment by appointment and see how things go, and pray still that we get the home birth, and if not, that we find someone who will allow us to have a natural birth, and you know, so forth and so on. So anyways, thank you all for following along and for your prayers and for all the encouragement. It's been so fun so far, and it's still so early. We are almost to the 2nd trimester, and we are just thrilled, and I'm gonna keep y'all updated. Show y'all my little pregnant belly. I'm looking big already, but I wear this shirt underneath my other clothes. Typically it's a support shirt, and so it's got like extra support that goes underneath the belly, and it's funny because when I'm wearing this shirt I look bigger because it's like actually holding my belly up, and it's just all the same, like the material, but parts of it are like, I guess, sewn closer together so it holds underneath my belly, and just really supports it. So it's nice. I like it. Got them off eBay. Perfect. And they'll only fit me for so much longer. They're so hard to get on. But anyways, I hope you like this video, and I can't wait to see y'all again soon. Please do like and subscribe if you have not already, and I will see y'all in the next video. Bye guys.